hopefully garner that vote. So once again, Don McDaniel, Flower Mound Town Council, place the board.
Thank you, Dan. Jim Engel, also a candidate for place board. Don's actual opponent from last time. So come back for a second time. 13-year resident. I love the town. I want to make it a better place. I believe with my contribution to the town, I can do that, and that's why I'm running for town council. I ask for your vote as well. Thank you.
I'm one of the newer faces up here, and I'm very proud to be up here. My name is Tony Lawrence. I'm running for place 4 in Flower Mound Town Council. It's an honor to be here. I want to thank the citizens. I want to thank the moderators, F. Mark, my wife, my incredible wife, my hero. She's an incredible woman. Raise your hand, Christina. Hi. Any man worth knowing has an amazing woman behind him. I truly believe that. And she is my rock. I want to thank my neighbors who came out. Wave your hands back there. Am I doing okay in the neighborhood? Am I doing all right?
Excellent.
Thank you. All right. Hopefully we'll have Tonio Lawrence signs down the street in the next 24 hours. But here's the thing. I came in tonight, I saw this brochure with a picture of a long-gone mentor of mine, Abraham Lincoln, who once said, every man has his peculiar goal, aspiration. And as much as that may be true, mine is to gain the esteem of every man, in as much as I am worthy of gaining his esteem. I am new to this, and thank you for having me. I want to gain your esteem tonight. Thank you.
Yeah. In case you didn't discover it, in case you didn't discover it, we do have a timekeeper. So we'll ask all the candidates to keep their responses in the time so we have fair opportunities, so no one gets more time than the others. All right, we're going to start with the easy ones, folks, because we're going to let you warm up. What are the 3 most important issues confronting the town of Flower Mound? Please list them in order of priority and specifically describe how you attempt to solve your number 1 priority.
Number one in Flower Mound probably is the division of people. We have people who should be friends with one another, who should be neighborly with one another, and are not. We have a horrible Facebook groups. That is the number 1. We need to bring everyone and work together. Number 2, I think, is going to be bringing young people back into Flower Mound. There's a reason for that. Right now on LISD, we are going to be for approximately $9 million. That number will go up every year. The third issue is the perennial traffic. North Texas is growing very fast. If Flower Mound doesn't grow, our traffic is still going to go up. We need to work on that.
Three topics.
The 3 topics we need to tackle in this town are balancing the tax base, taking some of the burden off of our homeowners. As was mentioned by Mr. Kicksmiller a little bit ago, our property values continue to rise. That's a good thing, right? But it means a tax increase every year, whether our tax rate goes up or not. We need to balance that out with our commercial tax base. That has side benefits. It creates jobs. It creates opportunities. It creates economic and retail and shopping opportunities. It encourages young people to come to town. That's our number 1 issue. Solve the balance between commercial and residential taxes. The next one is to be more of a multi-generational town. As we've aged in place, we are missing some children. We're missing young families. And we also don't have places for our parents and grandparents to live. We have to become a more multi-generational town. Have places for our parents and grandparents to live, as well as for young folks to live. And I'm not going to get to the third one. I'm out of time. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see if I can get my 3 done. It's how we manage that growth, how we manage the influx of development, how we manage the influx of residents into the area. How does all that work? Second one, Mr. McDaniel and I agree, is balancing the tax, property tax and the tax revenue base. Right now, it has remained this way for the last several years, a mix between residential, which burdens about 75% of the tax burden, and commercial. We need to balance that better. And then thirdly, we need a streamlined process within the town so that we don't go down wild goose chases, and I'm going to cut off. Thank you.
I agree with Mr. McCarty that we are what seems to be a town divided, and I don't think a town divided can stand. We have been experiencing a massive amount of growth, and there are opinions that surround that growth and what that looks like. I think we need to first remember that we are brothers and sisters in this town. And we should be proud to be neighbors because we live in one of the best towns in the country, right? Am I right? So why are we a house divided? I want to see unity in our town. At work as a professional, business development professional in a large sales and marketing firm, I work with conservatives and liberals, and I unite my team with ideas. We can unite as a town with good ideas that are good for all. Business growth, anyone paying attention, right, would know that we have an imbalanced tax system. We have way too much out of the taxes. We need to balance out with business. And infrastructure is aging. We've got to replace it immediately. Thank you.
Let me try to run the mic. So 3 things: traffic, the taxes, and engaging the people. So the traffic is right, as I said earlier, if we can't solve it immediately because we don't have highways going through the middle of the town, let's not increase it so much that we can't solve it. And we'll have a solution later on. The taxes, I said earlier, right, we're going to have more sales, commercial taxes coming in so that we have less burden on the residential taxes. The people, what I mean is that engaging the people. The people have a lot of opinions. They want to be engaged. They want to say things. They do say it, but they do not come and speak at a town hall. And I have, in the last year, have done that. Brought people, engaged them, got them together to come and speak and have their opinions be heard and actions taken.
All right, since several people have touched on the issue, let's discuss the issue of growth and tax base. Recently, the town issued its 6-year economic report, covering the time period of May 2012 through February 2018. During that time frame, the town reports 711 new businesses with 101 closed. Of those new businesses, 46% were either office or medical office. 10,000 new jobs were created and 920 jobs lost. Average home value increased by $50,000 over the same period. Is this the right trajectory? Too fast? Too slow? If it's not enough, how do you increase it? If it's too much, how do you control it?
Try this one more time. Okay. So, is it too fast? Well, Flower Mound is growing at about 1/3 of the rate of the rest of Denton County. So no, it's not too fast. It's in line with what the market demands. The best thing that Flower Mound can do as a government is to create the groundwork, the infrastructure, and the place for business to succeed. Not to try to control it or direct it, but to create the right environment so that the right businesses with the right jobs, with the right mix of salaries, all of those things can succeed here. Have we done that? Yeah, I think we've done a great job of that, and we're continuing to do so. We still haven't reached that balance yet, and I know that we can. We have the infrastructure in place, but it takes addressing some hard issues. Do we have a place for the talent to live? Do we have the infrastructure for the businesses that will bring them here? We have to address those issues, even though sometimes they're hard conversations.
Here's my answer to the question. As far as growth goes, Mr. King was talking about growth of residents as far as 1%, which actually grew at 4% last year, but 1% historically over the last 10 years or so, 1.5%. What we really are talking about from the question perspective, though, is the growth of business. And do we have the right growth of business? I think we need more business in town. I believe that that will help balance our property tax base a little bit. I am for building business in the Lakeside Business District rather than putting in apartments and, apartments after apartments all the way down to 2499. I actually just came from the Citizens Academy, and Mr. Hayden gave some interesting statistics. Okay. Anyways.
I yield my time. Denton County growing about 3%, or not 1%, is a business development professional. I don't just want businesses, I want the right kind of businesses. That's very important. I don't want businesses opening up today and shutting down in a year because of the way retail is changing. Look around us in this country, how many retail outlets are actually closing down. I'm best suited to work with the Chamber of Commerce, to look at those businesses and attract businesses that bring the experiences that consumers demand today so they will not shut down in a year. Retail is changing rapidly, and we've got to be in the forefront of that change. Thank you.
So, want to better with the mic without it? Without it? Okay, all right. So, I think, the numbers speak for themselves. We are developing, we are growing, which is good. Now, we do need an adjustment there. As we said earlier, right? So it doesn't look like the sales tax is increasing as it should. So the growth in business needs to be in the right direction. We have more people here, but those people here leave town and do not spend the money here for sales tax increase. So commercial, when we say commercial, we gotta make some commercial businesses here, and not just retail for the time being. We have enough of that. And we do need some more quality ones so that when people come here to work at the right commercial corporate offices, they'll come and spend. So to kind of adjust that, we need businesses, we need less of apartments, we need quality restaurants, retail, where people would spend money and help increase the sales tax base. Thanks.
Statistics are a funny thing. I hear the number 700 new businesses, I hear 100 businesses close. But when you look at some of the businesses that we've got, MCAP, Striper being one of them, Lasanti being another, these are not the type of businesses that are going to close in a year or two. When you look at restaurants, nail salons and donut shops, those are the type of businesses that have a high churn. Do I worry about this churn? No. I worry about being able to look at the statistics, figure out what they really mean, and then go after the companies that are going to make Flower Mound good. Companies that are not going to go out of business. That's the kind of business experience I bring. Look at numbers, figure out what's going on, and move forward. Thank you.
Turn it off. Oh. It appears that each candidate believes that we should attract favorable businesses to town. But you should understand that property owners are those that make decisions about who comes to town within the scale of the zoning ordinance. How do you propose that as a council member, you can individually attract the businesses you think are best for the town? Yeah.
Well, we've got a county economic development director. And one of the things that's her job is to go meet with developers go meet with corporate. She attends seminars. It's to solicit businesses to come into town, and then she validates with those businesses the market for what the benefit is for it going to be for the town. Works with the developers, works with the company to bring those companies into town. That's it. Mr. Picardi mentioned Lasante. That was one of the ways that we attracted Lasante into the town. And they've got a facility now that ships all over the South for food services. Am I done? So that's the way to attract the town, the businesses. Thank you.
It's a great question. I think, can you hear me okay back there? Great. There are people who are hired, professionals whose jobs are to attract these businesses. However, being one who works with Fortune 100 companies, I would like to look through my Rolodex, so to speak, and have personal conversations with major companies, Samsung, Google, Microsoft, etc., to say, hey, what can we do in Flower Mound? Attractive town with great amenities, and get some of those businesses here. So again, it's not like we need to be rock stars and lone wolf it. There are talented people all around us. We can work together in a brain trust and support as best as possible those who are trying to balance that tax base that I think we pretty much all agreed upon. Thank you.
So we have a master plan, which is great, and we can, if we do not keep changing it, we can still get the businesses we want based on the zoning and the property owners discussion. Now there are two types of property owners, right? We all are property owners. It's a town, so there's a property owner who actually has the land they want to develop on, and then I am also a property owner who is a member of this village, this town, who needs to participate in those discussions. So you kind of see when we have these DRC meetings, we give a chance to developers to come and talk and discuss with the town as to what they want to do.